and also I have worked as a extension product developer and currently working as consultant in Consentis Catalyst. Now and yeah, I'd like to add Mr. Shantanu Boral. So as you know, that he is the MVP in Salesforce and also practice lead in Concentrix, and he is known as that community contributor. And over to you, Shantanu.
Yeah, first of all, thank you everyone for joining in the call. I know there are some of the glitches because of that. Santunupal will not able to talk about that. And welcome to the 2 hour sessions organized by our Kolkata developer group. And we have a great speaker with Orunang Supal, who has already introduced. He's part of my team and is a community contributor. And this is me about myself as a community contributor too. And let's get started with our interesting sessions. So, what can you please go move forward to? Yeah, this is our today's agenda. Agenda is the session is all about solving common use cases with Einstein Bot, and in these sessions we'll talk about how to configure Einstein Bot and engaging with agent is a live demo, as well as we'll customize Einstein Bot. In this customization part, we'll embed Lightning Web components. We'll show how to show the navigations from bot to external website, and finally, the Confetti celebrations on success, and we'll happy to answer any questions at the end of the sessions. Prerequisites of Einstein bot. So these are the prerequisites. If you think about implementing Einstein bot for your client or your customers, these are the things are needed. First of all is the license. So we need the Service Cloud license and the feature license that is called Chat User. If you purchase Service Cloud as a bundle, then automatically you will get the feature license of Chat User. But if you do not have the Service Cloud license, but still you want to implement your chat, then you have to use the Chat User separately. You have to purchase the feature license. Setup informations, we have to set up the Service Cloud and the Salesforce Experience Cloud sites if you want to expose this chat bot in our for our community users. And user types will be our service agent, that is for internal user, and for end user um, or the chat bot chat user is that the Experience Cloud user.
Mr. Shantanu Varal, I have one question on that.
Mhm.
Just I am able to join basically. So for Einstein chatbot, we need the chat user feature license, right? What you have just told.
Right.
So if let's assume that I will have only Sales Cloud license,
Mhm.
but I don't have the Service Cloud license. So at that point, what is your suggestion to use? What are the things I need to buy for using the Einstein bot with
So
respect to license?
so basically, Einstein bot is applicable for let's say if you are capturing leads also, right? So if your leads are, if you have a contact us page and your leads are also interested to about your product, right? And that moment also you can capture leads, right? This is the kind of specific scenario of the sales part of it. And this is recommended to use the feature license. So chat is the just a feature license. If you use the Service Cloud, then these feature licenses automatically come with a bundle.
Okay.
Okay.
But okay. But if I will use the sales cloud license, then I have to buy chat user license, the feature
Separately.
license separately. Okay.
Separately. Okay.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. So this is will be our demo and how we can engage with our agent. In the left hand side, you can see the bot, and in the middle, how the agent is interacting with the agent. Means I'm talking about the service advocate who is the actually chat user. Okay. And in the right hand side you will see that how the chat user and the end user is talking to each other. Okay. And solving their problem. So this is the thing we are trying to bring over here in this small session itself. So before we start, there are a few things we need to see about what is the configuration needed for a live chat with agent. Okay, so starting with the chatbot and invitations. it needs the queue. Definitely, it needs routing configurations, presence configurations. It needs permission set, that is for assigning the chat setup flow to queue members user, assigning users in the present configurations, and service channels, and finally the users who will be actually using these as a kind of a chat advocate or the end user. Okay, so these are the things are needed for to chat with the live agent with the end user. So we'll talk about everything one by one during our demo. So over to Odangsu.
Thank you, Shantanu, for explaining this. Now now it will I will come over this demo. So let me. I am just opening my screen, my Salesforce org. So this is my dev sandbox. This is my developer edition org. Now from this org, I am going to show that how we can set up our Einstein bot. So from the setup, I will search the Einstein bot. So in the Einstein bot, you see you will get the Einstein bot under the Service Cloud Einstein. Okay. So in your org, if it is not enabled, then you have to enable this one. So it is the one-time toggle button or switch. If you enable, then you can only able to create the bot. So it's already enabled. So I am coming over there. So right now I will be creating the new bot. So once click on the new, it will show us that select the type of bot. So I am selecting the standard bot. Now clicking on next. So I am not going to create the scratch org. I will be creating from the template. So I am selecting this intro template. Coming to next. Here it will ask you the name. So I am giving you Kolkata Developer Group bot. This name will come your this part, and we can use that language. So clicking on next. Okay, so it is so over there it will show you that what are the menu items we can put. So we don't need these two lead and this lookup order. So we are taking this report an issue and check the status of the issue. Coming to next, embedded service deployment. So I will be coming that part. Clicking on next. So now it's done. So if we click on the proceed, it will run their engine and it will create our bot. So let's wait for few minutes. Now it's done. Now clicking on finish. Once I click on finish, it will redirect to the bot page. Okay. The now the bot is ready. Second thing, let me how to activate that bot. So there is one button called activate. Once you click that on the activate, so it will be activated. And how to check the preview option, let's see. Once clicking on the preview, if we go to the rich content preview, it will ask to set up that chat. So we have to set up the chat. Click on the setup chat. Now it will give us that this model pop up. Now click on start. Queue name, we have to provide the queue name. Let's say I am providing Kolkata Developer Group queue. Also, we have to put the group name as well. So, and I am selecting my user. So, for your one, you can search the user and you can also add it. Now, clicking on next, it will give you the priority if you have that one. See that routing configuration is there for our live chat. So what I will do, I am making this one as one for the time being.
So,
Now click.
so I have a question over here. So priority means that it will go to that which particular queue, right? If you have multiple routing configurations.
Correct. So what it will check, so if we have multiple routing configuration, it will come and I mean based on the priority, it will check. First it will come over there. If it is okay, then it will go under this routing configuration. Otherwise it will check these two, then again three. If the priority order is same, then it will check in the both
Mhm.
at the same time.
Great.
Now clicking on next. Now work item size and agent capacity. Work item size is, let's say if we have the weightage capacity of every chat, And agent capacity at a time, how many chat agents can take? So let's say at a time he can take 20, because each and sorry, he can take 4 chat, because each and every chat is the capacity of 5.
So
So
one,
5
so
into,
basically one chat equal to five, right? If I have
yes,
a one chat, if as a service agent, advocate opening a chat, I mean taking a one chat, it is weightage is five. So if a capacity is 20 means I can accommodate four chats. Is that
yeah,
correct?
correct,
Oh,
yeah, at a time.
at a time. Yes.
Now we have to put one website URL. So let's say I am giving chatbot. Over there, sales, service, and just contact. So I am selecting the service. Now we have to enable the offline support, because if we won't enable this offline support, what will happen? So it will check that agent is available or not. If agent is not available, if we disable, then it will check that agent is available or not. If it is, if agents are not available, then you won't be able to open the bot. And if it is enabled, then we can able to open that bot. So there is no requirement that agent is available or not. So now we are setting finishing this one. So now over there, this chat code snippet. So what is this chat code snippet? Chat code snippet is, so as we mentioned that earlier, we can use the bot in our experience cloud sites. So but this bot we can also use in external website. Let's say we have any one website in React, so we can also use this our Salesforce bot in this React page also, website also. In that case, what we have to do, we have to provide this chat code snippet to the their our this external website, and they will embedded this. Now coming to next. Okay, over there it's done. I'm clicking on done. Okay, now over there, see, it is now it is showing that chat with an expert. If we click on chat with an expert, it will show this one, adding this email.
This
It's
for
not
pre-chat window, right?
this is the pre-chat window. So we are going to disable that one. I am just checking that the chat is, the bot is set up or not. This is the preview window. Right now the bot is fully set up. Now coming to this customization, but now coming to
No,
this.
before you go, okay, we need to showcase that what are the configurations apart from this one. We talked about few of the configurations, right? Let's say chat button configurations or queues. What are those actually?
So those are basically those configuration which we have mentioned over
Hmm.
this one. These
Hmm.
configurations are basically to create, live chat configuration. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say if we want to chat with agent, then those configuration is needed. So yeah, I will be coming that part. So what we I can do. So first of thing, I have to expose this Einstein bot in our community portal. Let's coming to that. So for the community portal, I have already set up one community portal. So I am going to all sites. So let's take an example. So this is my community. Let's say this is the chatbot demo. I am going to experience builder. It's opening. It's taking some time. It's open. Yes. Okay, in the community, there is one thing. So for let's say you have 5 page, so you have to go each and every page and you have to set up the bot. Otherwise it won't work. Okay, now let's say this is the community. Now how we can set up? So what we have to do, we have to go to that component. In the component, we have one inbuilt component. This is called embedded service chat. So we have to drag it and we have to paste it in the template footer. So let me paste it over there. Now over there it will, let me click on it again. So it is asking this one, this is the chat deployment. So that this chat queue we have created this KDG chat queue. So we have to select this one. Once we select, it will show you this kind of button, and after that we have to publish it. So this is the way we can set up our chatbot in community. Let's take an example. Let's say we have 5 other pages. So what we have to do, we have to repeat the same step for each and every pages. Okay, now this is done. So let's see it is opening from our community or not. I am going to service console. So I have set up one contact as experience user. So we see that this is showing as login as experience user. Okay. See over there it is showing. So if I click on that chat with an agent, it will show you this pre-chat information, that thing. If I click on the start chatting, it will be, this is the actually pre-chat form, and once we click on the submit, it is opening. Yeah. Now we have successfully configured that one. Now what we have to do, so we have to, right now I am going to show you how we can configure the agent. Now this is the first step, this chat button and invitation. Now I am going to that part. This is the one. So I have to go in setup and there is chat button and invitation. So in the chat button invitation, you will get all of the chat button. Let's say for each and every chat, one chat button will be created for each and every bot. So we have created this KDG queue. So we have to open this one. It is opening. Now coming to over there. Okay. So see over there, this is the enable timeout, customer timeout setting. This is basically the idle timeout. Let's say if you are idle, if you want to set up your idle timeout for bot, then we can use those one. Now, so this is the one. So those are the configuration is needed for chat button and invitation. This is the queue. We have to check that the queue is enabled or not. This is the first thing. Now coming to that part, queue. Queue, we have to click on that queue, so it will go to the queue page. Yes. So this is the queue. In the queue you will get that assigned queue member. So right now it is showing my name because while configuring I have selected my name, that's why it is showing my name as a under this user. So it is okay. Now coming to routing configuration. So if I go to the routing configuration, routing configuration is where we have to show that, I mean, which routing configuration will take that on. Let's say you are requesting in bot that let's say if you want to connect with agent, okay, you are requesting, so this will come, this routing configuration will come first. So that's why I have given this priority as one. So now opening this routing configuration, in this based on this routing configuration, it will take your unit of capacity, this one, this chat unit capacity, and over there this queue will take related queue. I mean, whatever the queue it is, it will actually, based on this routing configuration, it will redirect your chat to this queue. Now coming to the present configuration. This is the present configuration. Present configuration is basically your capacity of the agent. Here we have to define that what would be the capacity of the agent. So the agent can take this chat at a time. And here also we have to define all of the agents user. We have to, I mean, here we have to define all of the agent user. Though we have our queue. Okay. So this is configuration is good. It looks good. Now coming to permission set. In the permission set, this is the chat setup flow when it will create. So it will be creating when we will create the Einstein bot. At that time, this chat setup flow will create. And over there, what we have to do, we have to assign our user, see, assign this chat setup flow to our queue members. So this thing, while actually or while setting up the agent, we have to assign this queue, I mean this permission set to that agent, and the agent user should be under this queue member. So now coming to this one, second one is that present configuration. This is the most important thing over there, the status of what is the present configuration. So let me open that one. Okay, so this is I guess done. Let coming to the service channel. Service channel is basically what I can say. This is our channel name is the chat where we are going to use this one. This is going to be use our statuses, present status. So like that way, online, offline, break. This service channel we will use in our present status. So let me open the present status. Okay. So in the present status, let's say we have this available chat only, busy and on break. Let's say if I open the available chat only, we will get that selected channel is the chat. So like that way, if we want to use any other channel, so we can easily edit it and we can add it. And it's not busy, so available chat means the user can also take the chat. So now coming to that,
So basically, let's say if I am an agent in my Service Cloud console, so I can accept the chat request if I made as available chat. But
yes,
for other cases, let's say on break or away, even if the even if the chat request comes, it will not come to me.
correct.
So correct? Oh, okay.
Yes. And last one is our we have to check this one at our user record. User record means so that agent user. So we have to go to that user. Let me open my user first. It's opening. This is showing here at the user level. What we have to do, make we have to make sure these two checkbox should be checked. And in that flow, if we want to use the flow, then this flow user should be checked. But for our bot, we have to, this is the must one, this service cloud, and this is the chat user.
This
So
chat
as
user is coming from the feature license actually.
feature license, yes. So this needs to be checked. And second thing, in the permission set assignment, so as we mentioned, this chat setup flow should assign our agent. So for time being, I am using this user as an agent, and for that another part, I will be using this John Smith as a bot user. So what I am just doing, so let's check that one, that we are able to connect with the agent or not. So let me, I am opening the service console. Just doing over there. First thing, agent should make himself as available chat only. So in the left panel is my agent and right panel is that end user. So I am making this, opening the bot. Let's say I am just a chat page. I am just accepting the bot is initiated. Let's say I am clicking on this, check the status of an existing issue. Do you, it is showing some data. So do you have the case number? No, I don't have. So I didn't quite catch the option below. So would you like to connect agent? So this is showing that agent one. If I click on S, let me just see what happens. Sure, see it is transferring, and over there we are able to see that this KDG queue is showing. If I accept this one, chat started with Orudangshu P. So let me, yeah, this is the chat panel. If I write hi, over there, hi, I am agent, how may I help you? And you also able to see this one that agent is typing. Okay, sorry the spelling mistake. And over there, over he, that agent also see that that user is also typing. So yeah, so this right now the connection is it's established, and that you bot and that service agent, they can also interact through chat. So this is the way we can set up our live chat in our Einstein bot.
Great, Rangsu. Let's move on to the customization part.
Now coming to the next slide. Now coming to this, that customization of our Einstein bot. So in the customization, we will see that how we can embed LWC component, how we can navigate to that external web page, and how we can see that we can over there we can see that at how we can show the of
Confetti.
confetti or this kind of ribbon after the success one. Now let's see that one. Now our customization starts. For this customization, let me open that Einstein bot. Over there, first of all, we have to deactivate that one. Okay. Now I am opening. Let's just a minute. Let me merge this one. For the customization for this part, embedding LWC component, first of thing we have to create the LWC component. Let's create the LWC component. So now I am just creating that LWC component. Let's say I am giving that message Kolkata developer group. So we have to make it as exposed, and also making this one CSS also. SVG is not needed. So I am just clicking on deploy. Now it opens. So see over there, so what is needed? First thing, what is needed to expose this LWC component in bot? So we have to make sure this target should be added over in the meta.xml file. Otherwise, we won't be able to see this chat message component in bot. So now this chat message component is done. Now I am just exposing this chat message component in our LWC, sorry, in our bot. So for that, we have to go embedded service deployment. So what is the embedded service deployment? So embedded service deployment is basically when we will create any kind of any bot, then this configuration will be given from Salesforce itself. So where we can change the branding, the color, the font, and let me edit one thing. Yeah, see this additional branding, code setting, and over there we will get this this one. This is the custom component. Over there we can add our custom LWC component, and this component will be visible in our bot body of the bot. So I am just disabling this pre-chat page and I am editing this one. What is the chat header? Let me show you what is the chat header. This portion is calling as chat header, and the entire portion of this one is called as chat message. Okay. And there is another thing, minimized is basically there is one button called minimized. So if we click on that minimized icon, after that whatever the operation if you want to do, then we can do it via minimized bot. And another part is the pre-chat is basically on before the bot initialize. So we over there was four fields are there, correct? That subject, first name, last name, mail. So if we don't want those four fields but we want pre-chat for other, we need three other text field itself. So in that case we can override our pre-chat component. Now
So I'd like to add over here interesting point that though it is showing that a chat header, chat message, minimize and the pre-chat, right? So in case you can see that, go to the box, go to the window, the chat header and the chat message component. It looks like it is a kind of a box and it is interrelated with each other, but ideally both are discrete and disconnected from each other. So one of my POC that let's say in the Astrobot where is the heading is there, from heading if I have to pass any message from the chat message or the body, you cannot pass until unless you do the LMS on the PubSum model. So though it is linked, though it is shown over here, but Salesforce exposed these component as disconnected from each other. So they cannot talk each other until unless we implement LMS. Just to let you know, because based on my experience. Yeah, Rodang sir.
now coming to over there, see there I have earlier I have also created few components, so that's why it is coming. But over there, let's say this is showing a chat message KTG. So we have to select this one and we have to click on, let me see my this thing resetting. Over there, this is the chat message KTG we have selected and we are clicking on the save. Now let me open this chat message component. This is the chat message component. So in the chat message component, to write uh, we have to write that logic. So let's say if any message comes from our LWC or any agent, then what would be that one? So I have few code snippets. So that's thing I am just adding to show you, and it will be available. So it will be available on Git, or you can able to see in Shantanu's blog. Let me open that part. Now coming over there, what
Can you
I
please
have done.
explain? Yeah, can you
Yeah,
please explain what is all about?
correct. Yeah, what I have done. So there is the chat content. This is the agent. This is the chassis. So basically, Salesforce has written these. These are the CSS class. First of thing. So when Salesforce given this thing, expose this thing, then Salesforce has already given this that CSS part over this inside this class useful. So what we are going to do, we are going to override this class in our component. So when the message will come from that end user end, it will come as chassitor. When the message will come from the agent end, then it will come as agent. Now what coming to this one. So before that we have to import this lightning snap in base chat message, otherwise it won't work. So over there the Salesforce has written, so this thing, so it will be invoked and in the base chat message. Now coming to that, just a minute, I have just forget to add. Okay, no, this is the thing. Okay, now over there, so we are taking, so whatever the message it will come, we have to show this thing. So that's why we have taken this formatted text only. Through this formatted text we will be showing those messages which is coming from either it might be from agent or the chassitor. So we have taken this as plain text. So now coming to over there in that connected callback. So in the connected callback, so as we know that when it will come, so connected callback will first. So it will check what is the supported user type dot this dot user type. It is coming from the Salesforce, it's not matter. So it will return you that user type. If it is agent, it will return the agent. If it is end user, it will return you chassitor. Okay. If it is chassitor, then it will return you this kind of class over there. Okay, this is the message style. Style actually we have taken over there, deep class message style. And let's say, and this chat content class, this is the chat content class. Chat in the chat content class we have written this chat content, and after that what we have written this disk dot user type. So based on the disk dot user type, we are actually dynamically setting it is agent or chassitor. Okay, now coming to the CSS. See over there dot agent dot chat content chassitor dot chat content, correct? So based on that our color, all of the things will change. So this part is basically to, I mean, to distinguish between chat and our agent part and that user part. Now coming to that line number 32, what it will come. All of the message, all of the message will come as a string format. So we, what we have done, we have actually basically segregating those things by semicolon way. So let's say, so for the timing, the message will come as a plain text, but we have to ensure that it, I mean, how many ways it will show. So what would be that value of this? So let's say if it is a plain text, then we have to pass the plain text from the bot itself. So then only our LWC component will know that yeah, it is coming from that for the plain text. Let's say after that, if we want to pass anything for, let's take an example, our uh, let's take an example for rich text, then we have to pass it as rich text. So let me save it and show you how it will look like. Yeah, it's saved. Right now I am going to this one. I'm just refreshing this bot again. Okay. Oh, before that we have to activate that bot, otherwise it won't work. I am opening the bot. It's opening. Let's, let me change that one again.
Let's have a quick time check. We have 13 minutes left.
Yeah, okay. So let me do one thing. Just a minute. I guess something happens. It's not working. So let me change this component to this one. So both are the same. I am just opening that one.
At times, the demo god is not
Yes,
happy with
demo got
you.
not happy. Yeah,
That's let's
the
check.
demo got not happy with me right now. So that's why it's not showing the value. Let me check over there.
Some CSS issues actually.
Yeah, I think so. Some CSS issue.
It was actually built. Intent was built. If you have any backups, okay, you can take from the backups itself. It's not a problem.
Okay, so I have that backup. So let me just change the backup.
Yes, please.
So I always prefer to have a backup in this case. Okay. So I have taken that another bot. So let me open that bot. So this is the Astrobot, which I have done for this while preparing the PPT. The same way it will show that it is taking that time. At the same time, Internet God is not happy with me right now.
In the meantime, we can explain that what are the things are needed uh,
Okay,
for those
I
features.
so now coming to that the rich text part. So in the rich text, just a second. I am just it is not why it is not working. Let me open that bot so I can. Okay. So over there, so let's say this is the rich text. So what does it mean? So I have taken this one as a rich text, then I have taken this colon. So basically, as we know that rich text will work only for lightning formatted rich text. So what we have to do over there? So we have to tell that our LWC that if the string will come like that way, then you will consider this as rich text. So over there in this message content value we are actually segregating this thing as rich text or not by this colon by this colon one. So over there, now coming to this rich text. So it will show you this dot rich text. This is one method. So this is one get method over there. So we are checking the message type. So message type is basically it is showing this rich text. If it is equal to our rich text, then only we will be showing this rich text as in the our lightning formatted text. And over this one, what we have done, so basically it will be coming as a href on link kind of part. So our so we can if we click on that in our another page. So let me try it over there again.
So basically, it's a rich text means that previously you were talked about the plain text, and rich text is that, let's say if you want to bold or changing the font, if you want to embed any hyperlink, if you can embed an image, even if the thumbs up, thumbs down, and all these stuffs, that is needed to be in the rich text area.
Correct.
Nothing
Yes.
but
So now coming to this, so yeah, that's open. Yeah, thank God. So now right now, if you see that these messages are coming as a rich text, that's normal text, and this message is coming as a rich text. So what we have done, so over there, this will come is over this part. It is the rich text, and it will show us as a rich text format. So in the rich text format, we have done this thing. If we click on this one, so it will be open in a separate page, and over there it will open that link. So this is the one, and so the way we can navigate our bot. Now this is the last portion of our demo. So this is the confetti celebration. So the confetti celebration is nothing but we have to show the success or the ribbon on the success. For this confetti celebration, what we have to do, we have to pass the data same like the same way. Let me open the bot so you will get that one. So this is the confetti show. So over there, see the confetti show. The key is nothing but it is coming as a true value. Okay, so when it will come in our LWC component. This confetti show. So if it is true, then it will show you this one is confetti show is true or not. Then what it will do, it will call the another LWC component. So in this LWC component, let me open this LWC component. So in this LWC component, only we have just created one canvas. In the canvas, we are showing this confetti. So for this confetti one, so we have one static resource, confetti JS kind of part. So we will provide this one, this external JavaScript. So in the external JavaScript, you can import and you can work with this confetti. And in this before that we have to like that way, so that we have to import our external js, and we have to that in the through this connected callback we have to set up the canvas. Now over there we have to, this is the code of the showing that confetti. Now coming to the confetti part in our bot. So now I am clicking on this check the status the payment. So here actually I have done this confetti. Now clicking on no, it will show you that the same way. So right now I am clicking on no, so it won't connect that live agent. So over there, no. Over there at the end of that, please share your feedback. So over there, what I have done, if someone click on that this thumbs up, then we are going to show this confetti. And if someone click on that thumbs down, it won't show the confetti. Let's say if I click on that thumbs up, then how what it will do, see, it will show you the confetti like that way.
excellent. So Orunam, so how this thumbs up and thumbs down is getting compared?
Yeah, that's the thing, I am just coming this one. Okay, instead of yes no value, we can put the thumbs up and thumbs down. Big thumbs up, we know that this kind of emoji is right now it is the part of the text, correct? Not that image or kind of thing, it is the text. So we can actually add this text in our question related part, and we can consider this as a text. When we will check this one, what it we will do, we will create a rule, and in the rule we have to check that so this value is equal to this one or not, this thumbs up or not. Basically it has some ASCII value, and in the backend it will check this ASCII value is same or not. Based on that it will, that's it.
Excellent.
Thank you for that.
We,
So this is our last one, this was our last one. So now the
thank you.
last one is basically this is that blog where you will get all of the information how to set up bot, how to connect with the agent, all of the things you will get from Shantanu's blog. So we have given the link, and also this entire information will come under his blog also. So that's it. And the last one is the question answer. So
So we are
Yeah.
happy to take any questions.
Yes. Yes. Before that, I have one question to Mr. Santanu Baral. So, uh, why my question is that why will I use the Einstein bot, and what is the future scope of Einstein bot? What you feel?
So basically, bot, rather than a person sitting 24 hours, 24 by 7, we can deflect the calls through the Einstein bot. Okay. This is the first thing. So one is that cases that first of all is the call deflection technique. Second is that, let's say, if you are an end user, if you get those answers from the bot itself, you should not able to raise any issues, right? It will not raise any concerns. So bot is also used for a case deflection technique also. um, Over here, though, we have shown about the small kind of stuff, but bot can, from this bot we can make a apex call and get the salesforce data, right? Either get the salesforce data, or we can showcase the knowledge articles too. We can embed other data too. So that can be possible through Einstein bot.
Great. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. Question to Arunangshu. Arunangshu, can we can we consider the Einstein bot functionality in non-Salesforce experience site?
yeah, obviously we can consider this thing. So Salesforce has given one code snippet. So what we have to do in the other web pages also, we have to actually embed that code snippet from Salesforce. So if we embed the code snippet in other external websites, so yeah, in that page itself, we can easily show this Einstein bot. The, we have the flexibility to use that one.
Correct. So that means it's possible to place the Einstein bot in that non-Salesforce. It means basically in any digital experience site.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Coming to the questions from audience. So for the first question is that can we create the chatbot without pre-chat?
Yes, we have already created that. So basically, pre-chat is that's a user is actually adding this first name, last name, email, and other
Yeah.
identity
Mhm.
information, right? It might be possible we can omit this pre-chat information, and we can extract their logged in user information uh, to show them as a greetings. So rather than, I can eliminate the pre-chat window, and I can greet you. Hi, Santanupal. Thank you for joining with us. It's
Got
possible.
it. Great. The next question is that if the priority is same, then it will choose which queue from the chatbot.
Okay, if the priority is
Yeah.
same, then it will take the first one based on that, and if first it will, after that it will check the capacity. Let's say it will check the agent capacity, and also it will check the chat capacity. Based on that, it will take that one.
Okay. 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 Next question is that so let's assume that for post deployment, if customer asks for some modification in Einstein bot, so will I get the old version after deploying the new version with modified changes? And during deployment of modified version, do I need to deactivate the live bot?
Yes, during that one we have to deactivate the live bot. Otherwise, if the version is same, yeah, we can change the version, but we have to do this thing through our metadata. Okay, and if the version is not same, then we don't need to deactivate that live bot. But if the version is not same, then we have to deactivate that live bot.
So basically, it depends on the version. If the version is same, we
Mhm.
we need to deactivate that to get these changes as effect.
Okay. The last question we can take. There's a thing is that is very interesting. can we use Aura component in the chatbot? So currently we have seen we are using the Lightning Web component, right?
Hmm.
So we
Yes,
know
yes.
that Lightning Web component respects the modern web W3C standards.
Hmm.
So the question is that can we use Aura component? Is it possible?
I never tried that.
Okay, okay, fine,
So
fine.
basically, we have to check that one thing, that the snapping is present or not in Aura. We never tried, and if it is present, then yeah, obviously we can use that one.
Okay, great, great. Okay, then can we go to the slide, please? Yep. The next slide. Next one. Yes.
So I have a question. So I know Odonangsu you have worked with bot, and what are the different kinds of challenges you have faced?
Okay. The challenges I have faced, that thing that for the, let's say you have some questions, okay, and if you have question, let's take an example. Let's say in question we have three options. Okay, in that part, if you press any other options, or if at that time if anyone write any other instead of this option, it will not go to the confused dialog. This is the first thing. And if the given text is match with the intent, so over there we didn't work, I mean, on the intent. So if we put anything, let's say it matches with intent, it won't go to the intent part directly. So this is the one thing. And second thing that we have faced in the bot, let's take an example related to that mischat. There is one concept called mischat. So from that event also, we cannot clearly confirm that this happens to due to the mischat. So these are the two things we, I mean, face right now.
So suppose I have a situation that I have an org, and where the live chat, the chat advocate is configured with the skill based routing. Now in your demo you have configured with the queue based routing, right?
Hmm.
How that can be possible? Is that be any conflict over there? And how can be possible that I can in my production org I have two bots. One is satisfied by queue-based routing and one is satisfied by queue skill-based routing.
Okay. So in that case, we have to check the chat deployment. Sorry, the embedded chat. So in the embedded chat, so over there is an option that queue, and there is the chat skill based one. So there is an option in that chat button and configuration, and in the chat button and configuration, we can easily mention that thing. Let's say if you have two other one which is working in the skill based,
Mhm.
then in that chat button configuration it's clearly mentioned that this is the skill based one. Let's say you have the third one which needs to be done in the queue base, then we have to mention that queue part in that chat button and configuration.
Great. Yes, Shantanu.
Yep. Uh, can you please go to the next slide? Yeah. So first of all, thank you, Mr. Shantanu Boral and Torunang Supal for demonstrating beautiful session today. It's really good to know what are the functionalities for Einstein bot we can implement in our org. Uh, for audience, you can keep in touch in Mr. Shantanu Boral's blog, which is shantanuboral.blogspot.com, as well as you can follow my blog as well, shantanu@online.com. And obviously, that the Twitter channel for Salesforce Kolkata Developer Group. You can join the Twitter channel, so we can discuss about that lots of questions on Salesforce upcoming features or any issue in that Twitter channel. And thank you all for joining the today's session. And thanks again to Santanu Boral and Urudang Supal. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have the recording, and I will post this in my blog, as well as I'll send the blog link, so that you can get through all this code and all the stops, and the session deck too. Thanks again, and happy holidays and happy new year. We are closing the session. Thank you.
Thank you everyone. Thanks for joining this session.
Bye.